Hey everyone, I'm Stu Maddox. I'm the director of Queer Ghost Hunters and
I'm Kai Storr.
Queer Ghost Hunter.
Yeah, that thing too. Yeah.
So Kai, a lot of people have been wondering all about you, and I've got you cornered here to ask you some questions. Okay,
Yeah,
so
I'm not normally an on-camera person, so
why do you like queer ghost hunting?
my main reason is to help them. I like the idea of seeking the truth and asking the questions no one ever else has asked.
So you identify as demi-romantic, trans man.
And I'm asexual.
So how does that help the queer ghost hunting? Does it bring something to it as perspective?
I think it adds a different dynamic, that's for sure. Because it would be very, very difficult to find a specific one of those things, but I have 3 of those things that I can add to the conversation.
And it seems like we've been looking at gay men. We've also been looking at lesbians.
Yeah.
But at Mansfield, we kind of found a trans entity. Is that right?
That's what I heard. I would like to know how they dealt with it and what their life was like, what they had to endure. Did they have to hide it because of fear? Did they know they were different? And did they do anything about it? Or did they just let it go?
So you also identify as neuro-non-typical. Did I get that right?
It's on the autism spectrum.
And you've shown how that brings a lot to to the ghost hunting.
I found that even though I have difficulty socializing, it also adds another dynamic where I can back away from a social situation and see the whole picture. Kitty.
Oh yeah, we have cats here. So one thing that I did notice looking at the footage of the solitary confinement area with Michelle and Susan, somebody had a little bit of a stomach grumbling going on constantly.
I'm blaming it on the local pizza. I'm sorry, but I'm not.
So they brought in. They were really nice at Mansfield. They brought in all these pizzas.
Right.
What, you didn't have any, or
I did, but I.
Oh, it didn't sell.
Well, no. I have gluten intolerance, and I have an intolerance to dairy, cheese, bread,
so
pepperoni.
You're gonna love this.
And
I mean,
the whole thing's like.
Yeah. So Michelle and Susan are there, like,
God.
What was that? What was that? And it was Kai's, No, actually they knew right away that it was like stomach grumbling. But
I eventually had to step away out into the hallway because I wanted to be sure they weren't capturing like.
But it brings up a really good point. Like in somebody's ghost hunting case,
you have to be mindful of what you're eating.
Yeah, they had like stomach medicine or something like that to keep their stomach from grumbling. Like, or it was like Gas X or something.
It wasn't Gas X. It was more like just my body was not happy with it.
It's okay, Kai.
I wasn't farting. I promise. I was not gassy. Maybe. Oh well. But then again, maybe that's what was scaring him away.
You'll have to tune in and find out whether Kai was gassy or his stomach was just grumbling.
Oh, come on. I hope that wasn't captured. Come on. I promise.
Oh, it was captured.
Is there anybody here that was imprisoned in this cell?
My stomach.
Let's change the subject.
Good.
Okay, so I thought the investigation at Mansfield went pretty well. I mean, we learned a lot about kind of downsizing the crew and breaking out into groups, but the thing with getting triggers together worked pretty well.
It really did. I feel like that was helpful. For example, if you're researching the place, especially like a prison, they probably like smokes, they like snacks. So you got to think of that time period and what you think they would enjoy to help butter them up to talk to you.
Yeah, where did you find Lucky Strikes?
They are very difficult to find, but...
And then we had Little Debbie snack cakes and grilled cheese sandwiches. And they liked all those things, we were told, so...
Not only that, they like to use the Weilers? Was it Weilers? Weilers.
It's like Kool-Aid, only it was called
Kool-Aid.
Weilers, and they used it as lipstick if they were on the ladies' wing, which
Exactly.
was where they kept prisoners who were...
But not to give away too many details, but,
Make a comment.
There you go.
Yeah.
It was really I think it really helped. Even ghosts get scared. They get scared of cameras. They get scared of all this stuff. You can't just rush in and expect them to answer stuff. They're just like you. How would you like it if someone stormed into your home and said, "Okay, tell me about your life. So, did you have sex with Ben? Did you have a lover? Did you ever get married?" When we introduced ourselves, queer was derogatory back then.
Right. So should we just not do it? I mean, what do we do?
We have to explain. But when you go on to explain, we have all kinds of gender identities. Do they know what gender identities are? Do they know what trans men are? Do they know what genderqueer is? But
How do you explain the T to an entity 150 years ago?
were you a woman that felt like a man?
That
Were
seems
you a
very
man
easy.
who felt like you were a woman, but didn't know how to express it?
Perfect.
Next time I'm doing the speech. I've been practicing it in my head. I have it fine-tuned.
Trans activism here on Queer Ghost Hunters.
I'm here for the movement, and I'm here for you. Seek the truth, baby.
I'm
Seek
just
the
gonna
truth.
scoot.
Never stop.
Gay man is
Never
like
stop.
scooting off screen now. Kai, thanks for joining us. I think it's been
Absolutely, it's been a blast. Please watch season 2 because we upped it big time this time, and you need to see it.
Oh, what?
You need to see it.